Alright lads, so the New Year's 2023 BANKAI Cup quest has been out for around 48 or so hours, and I thought it'd be a fun idea, since it is the year 2023, to spend 2023 soul tickets on this particular quest. The main reason is because it was fun, and secondly, it was here to document how good are the actual rewards. What exactly did we get with 2023 soul tickets? Well, you're about to find out in this video. So before we do show the rewards, what we're going to do here is do our final 5 times run. I have my second account joining me. For the most part, throughout this entire event, I've been getting my second account to join to build up that account too. My alt account is maybe like, what, less than 60 days played? So playing with both was definitely the smart thing to do here, because that account is also getting a lot of rewards here. I would say for a new account, this is probably like one of the best events you can farm right now. I know there's a lot of stuff to do, you know, epic raids, for example, is still worth farming. You should be doing your usual point event grinds. But for new accounts, more specifically, especially accounts that can't really tackle inheritance trials and inheritance zone, epic raids, for example, maybe you don't have, you know, certain links or characters, this is going to be a great way just to build up a lot of resources, especially if you do get lucky. Let's say, for example, you get a really good drop, let's say 7,000 super links or potions. That's going to allow you to max out some of your better characters, and then you'll pretty much be open to join any lobby you want to. So since we did do 2,000 runs on both accounts, like my main account is already stacked to begin with, but it's getting even fatter with all these rewards, and then my new account is getting even better, significantly better, more so. So there we go, we did our first run. As always, if you can, I know it's a bit toxic, but if you can, definitely try to get economies in your lobby, because what you will see is that you're going to get a lot of dead runs, and with economy there, it makes it worth it. Again, I mentioned in my last video, I would not have spent 2,000 soul tickets on this event if economy was not a bonus. I only did it because I was getting stuff guaranteed, so you can see we're getting 20 links or potions and also super links or potions, and unfortunately, looks like that was a dead run. Was really hoping to get something there for our final 5 times run, but it's fine. So let's have a jump over to inventory and see exactly what we have gotten. Alright, so jumping over to my inventory real quick before we do show a before and after, because we're going to more so demonstrate my side account. My side account hasn't done much farming beforehand, so it's going to be a better demonstration of what rewards we have gotten. But quickly just flexing my main account real quick. We have almost 300,000 droplets in every single attribute. That is absolutely crazy. And then look at these potions too. What you're going to see here, especially on both accounts, right, is that we have a lot of mind potions. Look at the super links or potion difference, right? 37,000 in technique, 15,000, 16,000 in power and heart, 24k in speed, and then 100,000 mind super links or potions. And I would say majority of those mind links or potions and also super links or potions did come from the runs that we did with economy. Around 99% of my runs were with economy. The only exceptions were when I played with my friends, for example, and they didn't have economy. I allowed them for a few runs, but majority of the runs that we did do had 4 economies. And that's again the main reason why I farmed it on my main account too, because it was worth it. I got a bunch of mind items while at the same time occasionally getting some potions in other attributes, which I also did need. And we also stacked up on quite a few rainbow links or potions and also super links or potions. So even on my main account, which has again run out of free-to-play orbs, most of the orbs that I do spend are orbs that I'm spending money on. I think it was still worth it in that aspect, and I actually didn't even mind doing it. So on your screen now is a before image of my alt account before we spent the 2023 soul tickets, right? What you will see is that we are quite low when it comes to links or potions and also super links or potions. We have a decent amount, because we did do a bit of fun before I did IT and epic raids, for example, but not really enough to do stuff, right? But what you can see now, after we spent those 2023 soul tickets, is that we are quite sacked. Before we look at the links or potions though, let's look at the droplets. Now, I didn't take a before and after image, but I believe I probably got around 40,000+ droplets in every single attribute, with the exception of the mind attribute, because again, majority of my runs here were with Kaname, and while Kaname doesn't guarantee you droplets every single run like it does with the mind and super mind links or potions, whenever you do get a decent mind droplet drop in your runs, Kaname, with 4 of them at least, it's almost doubling it, right? 120% increase on your mind droplets. So while it looks like we found around 40,000 droplets in every single attribute, mine's got around 80,000 or around 70,000, right? That's actually quite good. And then again, having a look at our potions here, what you will see is that across the board, when you look at the links or potions, you're getting around a very similar average, right? Beforehand, we had around 3,000, and now we have 18,000. So it looks like we got around 15,000 links or potions in the technique attribute. Same goes to the heart attribute. It looks like we got around 16,000. Power, again, same number, around 16,000. Speed on the lower end, just a tad bit, we got around 15,000. So I think there's one thing I will say again across the board here. When you do your runs, you're going to get a certain number of link swap potions. Again, it is RNG, right? My rewards are going to look a tad bit different to yours, but at the very least, across every single attribute when it comes to link swap potions is that you are going to get a somewhat similar number. And again, in this case, it looks like we picked up around 15,000 link swap potions. And now, of course, when it comes to the mined link swap potions, we have significantly more. Prior to this event, we did do a bit of farming in epic raids that already had a decent amount of mined link swap potions, having around 16,000. But after these Kaname runs, it does look like we picked up around 60,000 link swap potions. Almost 70,000 actually, which is quite crazy to think about. And then again, having a look at your rainbow potions, it did look like we picked up around 30,000 rainbow link swap potions, which I actually really like. I think I prefer to get rainbow than individual colors, because whenever I run out, which looks like for the most part I'm going to run out of technique potions first, I can just use those rainbows. And 30,000 is quite a lot of characters. But when it comes to these super link swap potions though, this is where it really depends on if you get a lucky drop. So across all our runs that we did do, the 2023, we got the jackpot twice. And in those particular runs, I only got 7,000 super link swap potions in one attribute, right? So it could have went better. But in those two runs, we got 7,000 heart super link swap potions, which I was definitely happy about because I needed that on my main. And we got around 7,000 additional technique super link swap potions. So when you add it all together, we got around 12,000 technique super link swap potions and around 12,000 heart super link swap potions. And then when it comes to the power and speed attribute, the two attributes that we didn't get a super high jackpot in. And then when it comes to the power and speed attribute, the two attributes that we didn't get a super high drop in, it looks like we got around 6,000 super link swap potions in those two attributes. So overall, when it comes to the amount of super link swap potions you do get, you're going to get a very similar average across every single attribute. But once you get lucky and get that 7,000 super link swap potion drop, that attribute is then going to get a massive increase, which is what we can see here in the technique attribute and also the heart attribute. And then once more, when it comes to the mind attribute, we got once more around 60,000 super link swap potions, which is quite a lot of super link swap potions to have for a newish account. And then rainbow super link swap potions, it looks like we got half of what we got compared to the rainbow link swap potions, getting only around 12,000. And overall, that's actually really good in my opinion. We did obviously spend a couple hundred orbs on these soul tickets, but I don't regret it. For a new account, especially like this, that hasn't really tackled some of the harder content, right? We did a bit of epic raid farm with my guild mates and a bit of IT farming too beforehand, but this account isn't really that good to start tackling some of those harder content. So being able to casually farm this easy event, again, the event's open to anyone, right? As long as you have a bonus, and if you don't have a bonus, you can host your own room, people are joining you, you easily auto it, and you're going to just collect a bunch of rewards in everything, right? In these 2,000 runs, we got a bunch of droplets, a bunch of link swap potions, a bunch of super link swap potions. At the same time, and I didn't really keep track of it, we got a bunch of Hogakus and Hogaku wills. We even got summon tickets. I believe overall I got around 300 accessory summon tickets and 100 character summon tickets. Got a bunch of crystals and jewels and also a lot of EXP crystals, which I don't really need, but I guess it's nice to have more of them, right? And I know there's gonna be some people in the comments saying maybe it wasn't worth it. I could have spent those 2,000 soul tickets in epic raids. I could have spent those 2,000 soul tickets in IT, for example. But the thing is, they take a lot of requirements and a lot of dedication to farm. You know, spending 2,000 soul tickets in IT or epic raids takes a long time, and I have to manually play those. In this case, 2,000 soul tickets in this particular event, which I did on the side. I was working on future videos and past videos while auditing this event, and I was easily able to casually stack up on a lot of these items. And that's the best part about the event. Sure, per ticket, we could have spent it elsewhere, but again, that just takes a lot of commitment. This doesn't. It's super easy audible, and if you have Kaname, you're more likely to get those extra stages and also just farm a lot of mined items. So much so that I think me and Envy, we're actually going to get our ult accounts and our mains and forget bonuses and just bring super links for characters. Because unironically, and again, it might not be the most efficient way to farm items, but with how easy it is to do it, we might just forget the bonus characters and bring super links or characters, because it's less stressful and you can just get a bunch of super links or potions and droplets. And if you do that, you can potentially focus on one particular attribute, while at the same time, and again, because we aren't bringing bonus characters, it's going to have a lower drop rate to get those extra stages, but they will eventually happen. And when they do, hopefully you can get a really good drop. So for new accounts, I definitely recommend farming the hell out of this event, especially if you do have Kaname. If you're a veteran, if you're free to play and you don't want to spend orbs and soul tickets, I still think you should casually do it. There isn't really anything else to do right now outside of epic raids, which you still have the rest of the month to do. Since it is a time limited event that essentially only returns every 6 months, you might as well drop your soul tickets in this event, right? It doesn't hurt you. Again, on my main, the only reason why I did those 2,000 soul tickets and potentially even more is because of Kaname. I was able to guarantee some value every single soul ticket, while at the same time getting somewhat lucky and getting a bunch of other items in other attributes. So yeah, with that said, lads, that was the video for today, just going over the results of our 2,000 soul ticket expedition, I would like to say. It definitely did take quite a while. I think it took like the last 2 days doing it, farming it while I was doing other things too. That's definitely the biggest thing about this event. You don't have to give your entire attention to it. You can just farm it on the side. There's no chance you're going to lose the quest, and you're just going to stack up on a bunch of items easily obtainable through this particular event. Yes, it does require to get lucky, but occasionally you will get lucky and you'll definitely benefit from it. With that said, hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'll see you guys next time. Take care and peace.